All right, welcome back, everyone. So right now we're going to take a look at the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Lantern gameplay trailer. Now, I don't know what this trailer is all about, but it says here, this gameplay video highlights a newfound footage sequence from Resident Evil 7 in which a frightened captive must escape one of the mansion's residents to survive. A hostile resident, of course. Now, the beginning hour demo, I'm going to try to play a little more of it and do a playthrough of it, just because you guys told me there were secrets and maybe multiple endings and stuff like that. So I'll check it out. I know it's something I've been wanting to do, but it's just not on my radar. I don't want to play more of the Resident Evil 7 demo. There's so many games out, so many things to do. But I will try to get that done. Anyway, PT I just replayed, and it's absolutely incredible, that game. You could see the Del Toro influences there. You could see Kojima just really laying that groundwork for a true horror game. Now, that was horror. Now, there's obviously some not traditional survival elements. It's not a traditional survival horror game. But there's definitely something interesting that they do with puzzles and getting your way through that just very small hallway. Just really, really interesting design choices, and the game looks photorealistic to a T. It looks better than the Resident Evil 7 beginning hour demo looks. Now, that's maybe to be expected. I don't know. They're using the Fox engine, of course, and I think they used the Fox engine for PT, and it just looks I mean, that engine is so strong. You could tell very clearly in Phantom Pain. But like I said, Resident Evil 7, I don't know if it's going to be able to live up to that experience that we had with PT, because it was so good, because it had so many amazing people working on it. But at the same time, from what I played in beginning hour, there's definitely some good stuff there. And if you're a little upset that, they're shifting more towards horror than survival horror because of the bad taste in your mouth that we have from 6, then I understand your disdain for how the game plays right now. But keep an open mind. I try to, even though I fail constantly to do that. But let's just go ahead and take a look. '20th anniversary, you sons of bitches. Good job. Congrats.
Ethan, if you find this, I know I can't expect anything from you. I don't know what happened. There's so much that you need to know. I can't let her catch me again.
I'm confused. Now this is really cool design. Interesting looking level. This is all an engine, right?
I need to hide. I need to hide.
Really? That's the place? Okay. My heart is like, well. This is the part that interests me the most. Is it going to be This is all really, really well done.
Where do you think you're going?
Didn't get me. Maybe because I was looking away. Was expecting something there. January 24th, 2017. You know, I always think that releasing something in January is really, really smart now, more than ever, just because we see success with, you know, Dying Light and a lot of games that were meant to come out either December or late November, and then just kind of get pushed, just fade away from all the madness that is the fall season, and either release your game right before, I guess, very early in December, or just wait until January. I wouldn't even really think it would be that crazy to release your game January 1st or 2nd or the first week of January. And now this obviously is a few weeks later, but I think that's a nice little middle ground. And I think a lot of people will still have some money left over from presents and stuff like that. Maybe they could trade stuff in. But I think releasing your game around then just shows me that either you know what you're doing or you've seen the trends lately, and I have a feeling like it'll do really well. And obviously it's a Resident Evil game. It's a new Resident Evil game, so I think it'll do well. Now, as far as that gameplay, a lot of the gameplay stuff, as far as the atmosphere and a lot of the things that were happening, is better than what I saw from the demo. Now, the demo was not bad under any stretch of the imagination, but I did see it lacking, especially when you play a game like PT again. You just kind of get a different kind of feel when you play it. You're definitely a lot more tense. You're definitely a lot more just on your toes in terms of what's around the corner. Now with this one, I was a little bit more like, okay, this is a horror game. It's nailing a lot of the atmosphere really right, but there's something missing. Maybe it's the puzzle stuff. Maybe it's the fact that you find stuff over here in order to get upstairs. I like those things. I like things that make sense. Obviously, you know, using things that you find around the house in order to get to certain areas is vital in a game like this, that is ditching survival horror, because those elements are very obviously in a game. Let's say like The Evil Within. The puzzle elements in there were very much in tune with what was happening in that mansion and what was happening in that house, and it just felt to me like it was very much like okay, go over to this section of the house, just look around, maybe go over here, and then suddenly this key opens that door, and then that door gets you to this section. But it's you could always retrace your footsteps and go to a different area. And hopefully this plays around with that idea. It seems to me like there is going to be an open level design with this. You will be able to go outside, and once you go inside to a certain section, a certain home or house or whatever abandoned area, then you'll receive a different type of moment or story or whatever. There's a lot of questions that I have with this, and for people that are well versed in what they've said so far with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, let me know in the comments exactly what everything is going to be like. But from this trailer, I get a feeling like it's going to be a little more open than we maybe perceive it to be. I doubt it will be like, okay, you're in one house, and suddenly once you complete that, then there'll be a cutscene, and then suddenly you're in another house. I doubt that. I bet it will be a lot more organic in terms of getting from one place to the other. And yeah, there'll probably be some cutscenes like we did experience in beginning hour, but at the same time, I have a feeling that it's going to be a little more open, and you'll actually be able to go outside, and changing environments like that is really smart, because if you're always inside, then you kind of look and expect the same kind of things. But if you're in a forest, and there's some games that do this really, really well. If you're in a forest, you do get a different type of feel, and you do have to kind of think about 360. Think about, okay, they could be coming from every direction now, instead of being in a house where you could kind of hide in a corner, and then you feel a little safer. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the new Biohazard Lantern gameplay. Really cool level design that I saw there, specifically in that one segment. Really cool kind of like, I guess you could call it tropey stuff going on, but that's okay. I don't mind Resident Evil 7 playing around with those ideas. And just really, really cool how they played around with the whole lantern and light idea. And hopefully they just have some really cool gameplay mechanics and systems that is unique to any Resident Evil game that we've played so far. Because if it's just very straightforward, then I might be a little disappointed. But if it is, then hopefully they just nail the atmosphere, the story, all that stuff will be on point, and then I'll be able to still be okay with it. But yet again, it is first person. If you were expecting a third-person survival horror game, then you're going to be disappointed. But yet again, I recommend everyone go back and try The Evil Within, even though the story is very crazy and convoluted and just a mess. There is a lot of redeeming qualities in that game. So if you want to go back, I bet you can get The Evil Within on very, very cheap. And it seems to me like they're going to make a second one, so even more reason to jump back in. But if you want to play a true survival horror game, then I would give that a try. But it seems to me like Resident Evil will go into it in a different direction, especially with VR now. So they want to be a VR staple. It seems to me like this is the very first VR experience that will be like a full-fledged from beginning to end. It won't be just kind of like a little side mission or like Until Dawn, like Rush of Blood, a little thing on the side that they do. As far as the studio goes, but this one will be like you'll be able to play this game from beginning to end. Now I don't know what that does for sickness and just getting nauseous while you're playing, but that's still exciting to be able to play a AAA, 6 to 10 hour game in VR is something that I also want. I don't just want those small experiences. I want those big budget, graphically intense VR stuff as well. I want a high-end experience, I guess you can call it. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer. And of course, if you hate me, you know what to do. If you like me, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys all on the next one.